Fantastic Four, issue number 36. So, I've been having this kind of revelation with myself over the past, I'm going to say, maybe 5 months when it comes to Marvel characters. And one of the things I've learned about myself is I'm reverting back to this stage, and maybe reverting is the wrong word, but I'm coming back to this stage in my life where I am just relating and believing in the character of Johnny Storm so much more than I have in, my contemporary years. I've loved Johnny. He's never been my favorite character on the Fantastic Four. He's always been the one I related to. But slowly and surely, this current storyline from Dan Slott is bringing Johnny Storm back to being a favorite character of mine. I really like it. So we see a flashback to Johnny trying to soup up a new car at the shop. He sees the Fantastic Four signal. He flies out of the car, pretty much destroying it. He's like, that's the other thing I love, dude. I love being the car driver boy, and I love being Fantastic Four, man. So we cut to the present day. Johnny is going super intense. There's bystanders outside like, what's happening in the Baxter building? Why are the lights so bright? He's getting really mad at everything. No one really knows how to fix him or how to stop him. Reed's like, maybe it's connected to like your emotional state. Have you tried calming down? He's like, I swear to God, Reed. I swear to God, I will hurt you. But it doesn't change anything. Sook takes the kids out the room, and Franklin kind of has this idea. He's like, okay, so Johnny's like current state is kind of like connected to like having too much cosmic power. So what if we like built a device that transferred the cosmic power from him and it gave it back to me? So it'd be like able to fix Johnny and also charge my powers back up to maybe their full state. Sue's like, dude, stop thinking about yourself when your uncle's and shit. He's like, what? I'm just saying, that seems like something we could do. That's probably going to be the solution that works. I honestly think that's it. They kind of set it up to be that solution. I think Franklin's going to be the one to fix Johnny. Let's continue through this book. Basically, we're trying to figure out, okay, how can we sustain Johnny in this state? We try to send him some food to eat with a Herbie, but he tries to bite a burger. It disintegrates. He gets super pissed off at the robot. And we just see Ben's the one who's like, hey, man, I get it. You'll get there. We'll figure this out. Don't worry. Nothing like this is going to last forever. We're going to figure this out. And in the meantime, Reed has devised like a needle made of adamantium he can just inject into Johnny that's going to give him all the nutrients he needs. And it's just like, all right, we'll keep working on this. A lot of weird stuff going on with you, Johnny. But something I did notice was the band from the Spire people that we got in our last adventure there when you kind of got engaged to Skye. It hasn't burnt. Maybe there is something going on with that. And Johnny's like, Reed, don't call her. Too late. Reed called Skye. He's like, hey, Johnny's on fire forever. I need you to come down here. She's like, yeah, I'm on my way. But something about her looks kind of off, and we're trying to figure out what that is. Cut to Yancey Street. Alicia is taking her new kids down the block. Joe and Nikki are just like, okay, why do we have to meet with like the local neighborhood kids? Like, we've been hanging out with like Valeria and Franklin forever. Like, they're cool. I'm sure all these kids suck. Alicia's just like, you be a normal kid, please. Just try to have a good time. So they meet some neighborhood kids. Of course, one of them is Lunella, and she's got her big devil dinosaur with her. They're like, hey, I didn't know these kids could be so cool. That's awesome. And we see Alicia trying to talk to some of the other parents around. Like, I didn't think being a mom would be this challenging. There's so many new obstacles I'm facing. Even though my kids are off Earth, it's weird. And she's talking to this like one mom. Suddenly, like, the woman starts to freak out, and she's like, what about your grandparents? Where's your lineage stop? So it's just them. It's like, what is that? What? What's going on with you, you crazy lady? And of course, Alicia can't see her body reaction because she's blind. Perfect writing, Dan Slott. Like, that is a perfect way just to have that happen. Makes sense to me. Suddenly there's like a big solar flare outside. Nobody knows what's going on. Alicia's like, oh, is it coming from downtown? Yeah. Oh, it's probably Johnny. He's something weird's happening to him. I'm sure the Fantastic Four are taking care of it. Basically, they're running a test by taking Johnny outside. They're trying to figure everything out, and he's like, I hate every situation I'm in right now. I don't want to do this. Can we just do this inside, please? I don't want to see Skye. But I love it because Ben's saying to him, look, whether you like it or not, you kind of cheated on her. with Victoria. He's like, we weren't dating, but it doesn't matter, dude. You're wearing like a band on your arm that you haven't taken off since you met her. It's a wedding ring. Johnny kind of gets pissed off about him for that, but Ben's like, dude, it doesn't matter, okay? You're like this because of Dr. Doom. Whatever happened between you and Skye, it's not the cause for this. But I'm telling you now, just because you look like a monster, that's no reason for you to be a jerk. And I'm like, yeah, good. We've had how many lessons with Ben dealing with this stuff? We don't have to overstate that welcome with that character. I think it works just as fine to have him play this role. So we see Skye's coming in what we think is to help, but she's gone super crazy too. And basically we set up the idea that Skye has gone kind of like full bird, and it's because of her connection to Johnny Storm that she's feeling all the pain. He is feeling all of the heat and destruction that is going on inside Johnny Storm. She's feeling, so she's at her fullest state too, and it's breaking her apart. And she just wants to kill him. She just wants to kill him, and she's trying to like rip off his band. And she grabs it, and her arms are burning, and she's broken, and Johnny is just destroyed. Sue comes in with the kids, and they're shooting some foam down just to stop the ensuing flames from destroying everything. And she finds Skye on the ground, and Skye just goes, I want to go back home. Please let me go back home. So they rig up the Forever Gate. They're going to send Skye back. And I get it. I liked it. I'm sure some people had their issues with Johnny and Skye. I think it's an interesting idea. I thought it was kind of fun to play with for a little bit. It's weird to say I like Johnny and Victorious a little bit more just because I think it keeps it close to home, which is kind of important for a Fantastic Four story, I think. But I still like this. I still really like Skye. And we see Johnny's kind of got like a makeshift suit on that Reed made him, and he's trying to like figure out how to find the right words to tell Skye. And she kind of just goes, look, I tried, man. I thought this was it. And when, like the old message you said, like my world would be destroyed if I was with somebody from this world, I didn't think it would. I thought it was like my entire home world. I didn't think it'd be my own personal world. And Johnny's like, I don't know what to do here. So I'm sorry. She's like, it doesn't matter, dude. You lied, and it hurt. She walks through the portal. Johnny just stands there and watches, and we end on a really depressing note, which I'm like, yep. I get it. We've had how many decades of Johnny having fun, then we beat him up a bit, and then Civil War kind of made him the punching bag for a bit, but now it's just kind of more depressing. The suit that Reed made burns off. They're sending him to the lowest levels of their new building, and he's just like locked in a room where there's no one can hear him or see him. There's no cameras. There's no windows. Nothing can get to Johnny. He is completely alone and isolated from everything. And Ben's just like, he'll be okay. The kid's been through a lot, but he'll have a good cry. He'll be fine. But it's like, no, Ben, he can't cry because his tear ducts are literally dried up. He won't be able to cry. I'm like, whoa, okay. Didn't have to get so depressing at the end there, but yeah. Johnny is forever on fire, engulfed in a room where nobody can hear him or see him. His kind of wife just left him, and he can't even eat food. He can't even sleep. He can't even cry. He's literally a broken man who cannot accomplish anything. He is afraid, he is scared, and he is angry. And it is a great place to leave this book, and a great place to leave Johnny Storm. Because it is just, yeah, I'm amazed this story hasn't really come through before, like for the Forever Human Torch. I really like it. I think it works so well, just having Skye leave him, showing the isolation of Johnny Storm is probably going to affect him in some serious ways. Maybe not. But it's cool. It's good stuff. And we're teasing Spider-Man might be in the next issue. I'd love a Peter and Johnny moment like this. I think it could be a really fun thing to see. Just a solid book. Dan Slott's run's been pretty isolated when it comes to like expanding out in the larger universe and dealing with like the family drama. I think it's doing a compelling job with that. I really enjoy what we're seeing here. And I still think, I'm still going to say it, I think Franklin's idea is going to be the thing that works in the end, that kind of like saves it, and it might give him his powers back, or it's going to lead Franklin to absorb too much radiation himself and cause some new event to happen. Perhaps a reckoning war could happen because of this. Who knows? Anything is possible, and I think this book is really fun. Not the best of the run, but a great Johnny Storm story, and I love seeing those because they're really fun, and the character is super cool. So, Fantastic Four issue number 36, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.